Steak fries are done here. We've got a little bit of news for you, and we missed our top five this weekend because Chris was out of town for the 4th of July. That is
fishing and shit.
So, for those of you that are overseas, 4th of July is an American holiday celebrating our independence. I don't know.
I want to show all of our viewers my wonderful.
You're showing them your ass now.
Yeah, well, that's wonderful too. Oh, huh, it's weird. I had my phone. But okay, whatever. That's no deal, I guess. You calling it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I feel it vibrating away.
You know how much your viewers like my pictures that I was sharing with you? Your grandpa's Austin Healy 1965. Fully restored. And then this is me. If the web can't wait to catch it. Better, let's see here.
No, you're going off the webcam.
No, I'm just trying to get the picture to be better. Here, I can't get to work. Oh, there we go. You can see at the bottom there's a nice bass right there. Look like the fisherman.
Alright, so I guess since we're already covering it, we'll cover what we did this week.
Went to my grandfather's for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. He lives in Indiana. This gentleman's home state right here, the Hoosier State. Did a little bit of work on his dock. We took his Austin Healy for a ride to Dairy Queen to get some food. Obviously, we watched fireworks that were about 500 feet away. Well, not even 500 feet, maybe like 50 yards, if that. People set them off. It was really close. It was sweet. Played some cornhole. Won some, lost some. Worked a lot, as always. I had 3 days off in a row, which was fantastic, let me tell you. And then I watched some movies on Netflix, I guess, but it's kind of boring.
You had Friday, Saturday, Sunday off.
Yeah.
And then had today off.
Yeah. I have Saturday off, too, but I'm still working 40 hours.
Well, yeah, because the week starts on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm feeling rejuvenated. Praise the sun, rejuvenated. You don't get that, you play Dark Souls.
I've only played a little bit, as you know.
Yes. I still think you need to play it more, dude, if you'd like that.
Alright, so what I did this week. I leveled my mage from 35 to 86 in about 3 days' time. Talking about wild mage now, I'm Diablo. Worked. This is true, but I've called the wizard a mage before. And that's pretty much the extent of it. So we'll cover the news next. For the news, first thing is yours. It's
Alright.
upside down.
Alright, the first thing, on Mildhead.com, they've updated their Garrison calculator. As you might have seen if you've gone on there before and checked it out, they had a very basic layout with the garrisons, a preview of them. You could calculate your garrison, pick, some medium 1, 2, 3. Each one of these will have a certain type of node that you can build there, maybe a mine, or maybe have like your blacksmith there or something.
Everybody gets a mine.
What I'm saying is like in like the medium, small, and large, you can pick what you have in each plot. And I'll just level them up, but they have actually updated that a lot. The details, they've added additional choices you can choose from. They've also added Horde and Alliance specific artwork, or like skins or whatever for the garrisons, what they're supposed to look like. And that's pretty much all that really is there with the Garrison calculator. I just figured it was worth mentioning because I know this gentleman was pretty excited about the Garrison.
They put the dance studio in there, right?
The dance studio? It's just the first time.
No, there's actually 100,000 people or more on that are playing right now that are like, oh, what the fucking dance studio? And I'm like, I do /dance when I'm like bored as heck.
Was it really supposed to be like a dance studio thing?
Yes.
What is it like? What?
So that your character will be able to go into the dance studio. Supposedly, this is what I've heard. Your character will be able to go into the dance studio and do other races and other non in-game dances.
Why would you want to do that? That sounds like a piss waste of time.
Are you sure you don't want to go in there and oh my Gangnam Style? Alright. Week 2 of Wildhead's Beta Keys giveaway has started this week. They actually extended it because of the 4th of July to end on Monday. So week 2 started, I believe, would be Monday then, and week 3, or the results will be out next Monday.
I did not, sadly, not get an email. So I have to enter in for this week as well to see if I can. Do you know what is it you have to do to enter this week?
I didn't think you had to do anything different.
Week 1 was the achievement for Siege of Orgrimmar.
I thought that was just totally. So all you had to do is have the Siege of Orgrimmar achievement.
I don't think so. There's different things. Maybe I could be wrong. I don't know.
We're gonna have to check that out. We should have checked it out beforehand. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
While he's doing that, battle pets. They've added some new battle pet bosses that they've data mined, as well as battle pets themselves. The bosses that have been unearthed, are Eleanor, Chimera, Jones, and Leo. I'm gonna assume Leo's probably gonna be able to line, but I didn't really see anything about like what your C bosses are gonna actually give you as far as the battle pet goes. But the pets themselves you can get that have been discovered is going to be the Elk Calf, the Ravager Spawnling, and the Sea Calf. There's also a Molten Corgi pet that I saw a little bit about. That seems
That's
like
a joke.
what?
That's a joke.
It's not a joke.
It's a joke.
Why would it be a joke? Why would it be a joke?
You really think that's going to be a battle pet?
Why not? They have the Corehound pup.
That is not going to be a battle pet. There is no way.
Look, dude, you're joking now, right? Hold on, I'm sorry, dude. Let me just go ahead and use my non-crappy phone. Look at this real quick. Oh, better close that out.
Oh, you know what? That one's being crap, so I'll use that for.
I portobello mushroom pulled up also. Oh god, okay, let's see here. Look at bitch.
Huh.
Let's see here, what is this right here?
There's not something you have to do this week.
There's not.
No, there is not.
By the way, there says nothing about it being a joke.
It's got to be a joke.
It's not. It literally says right here, in light of recent professional additions via data mining and the Molten Corgi pet announcement via Twitter.
I don't know. They did do the Corehound is not. That's in the game. That makes sense. But then they did do the what was it? The Patience Pup or whatever the heck it was called. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the Perky Pug?
Yeah, the Perky Pug.
It reminds me of my dad's dog.
Yeah, Yeah, they did the Perky Pug, and that one makes no f***ing sense.
Why not?
I've never seen a pug in the game.
Dude.
Till Cataclysm, I'd never seen any kind of regular dog in the game.
Okay, they have regular birds and shit. You can get pets that are not, just specifically WoW related. And WoW, I mean,
I know, because I got a Zerglin.
yeah.
Or a Bane.
Well, there you go.
But that's StarCraft, and at least
No.
it's still in the same generation. Or same universe.
Yeah. I thought I'd make this one 9 so I know about it, but I just haven't yet. Gotcha.
New Draenor Perfections. It's also on Wowhead. The new fragments you'll be able to get with archaeology for those 20 of you that actually do archaeology.
Okay, I'll translate them for you.
You can get Ogre,
Okay.
Draenor clans, or Draenor clans, excuse me, and Arakoa. You gotta have some sort of cool pet for Arakoa, you know it, right?
Oh yeah.
Or a cool mount. New crafted epics. Warmaster Firestone Stick, Crystal Fire Spell Staff, Etched Blade War Staff, and Shadow Flame. Those were all spellcaster items, were they not?
Yeah, it's inscription, of course. No, I'm gonna say that. I'll go ahead and say that the maybe the X-Blade War Staff is going to be Agi, like they always have one Agi one. I'm going to say the Crystal Fire Spell Staff is probably going to be Healer. No, it's going to be definitely the Healer one, and the War Master's Fire Stick is going to be the Caster one.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Bill Pardo leaves Blizzard after, I think he said 12 or 17 years that he's been at Blizzard. He decided to make the bittersweet but exciting decision to leave Blizzard and move on with his career. He was the chief creative officer for Blizzard. And obviously they have to find somebody good to replace him because Blizzard's not always creative, but a lot of things are creative.
I'm sure it's already done.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Also, the Frostfire Ridge Zone preview will include screenshots from the zone, questing. They have also, on this all on Riot site, they've also added screenshots from each one of the zones that you can view, that's pretty exciting. They look pretty good to me. I have to update the graphics card, you know what I mean? Those big changes. And,
I'm still getting like 90 frames per second, so I don't know that pretty much.
Anyways, they've also added a list of rare spawns for Frostfire Ridge. Oh, excuse me. What?
Don't make me go grab that meal.
Yeah, I'm not tired. I did only take one pill today, though. But anyways, that's pretty nice. That way you can hopefully they'll add the information on the fighting of these elites, and so you can be prepared as to where you may have to go to find them, but you have to fight them easily. Maybe some of the first people to get the loot off of them, if they might have something interesting. I did not put that whole quest thing. I just thought about that.
Whole quest
variable loot.
Oh yeah. I can cover that real quick.
You covered that on the direct thing.
By the way, I was talking to one of my friends who's in beta right now.
Yeah. Oh, what? What a jerk.
He told me that they actually got rid of the whole quest they were talking about in beta, or in BlizzCon last year, that to free the cities, you free either the Big Alliance city or the Big Port city, it's gone. It's not in the game anymore.
Really?
Yeah, instead you're building up your
JW?
Garrison. Both Alliance and Horde will both start building their own garrison, and that'll be their quest line.
Okay.
Now, the thing that worries me, garrisons are player owned. What if We all know when it comes out, Warlords of Draenor comes out, me, you, and Zethu are all going to play together. Most likely. Level up together. How's that going to help? We're all going to have different phases. We're all going to have to work on different things at the same time. But the same thing in different phases.
Well, we're all going to be building our own garrisons, but that's fine. But that's just how detailed or how involved is the building of the garrison right after that?
I hear it's quite a few plays.
Well, we'll all three pretty much go down at the same time. And if not, we'll wait around for a second for that place to be done, and then we'll, from there, I'm sure those can right aside at the same place.
Yep, we'll see. Hopefully we'll get many keys this week. Or next week. So then the next thing we run into is the variable loot drop for quests that's in next X pack. There are actually some pictures of a guy that got a epic item from quest loot, and a lot of people are saying that, you know, that's unfair, blah blah blah. But I think it's a cool thing. I don't know if I totally agree with it. Really? I don't know if I totally agree with it, but I don't totally disagree with it either, because you can kill Mr. Pandaria elites and get epic items. So it's not like it's actually going to hurt raiding or dungeons. It'll be a small upgrade for the person on the quest. What about you? What do you think? Think that'd be overpowered, or you think it'd be pretty cool?
I think it's actually going to be quite great. So there's my dagger here. The dagger thing's going to be pretty good as well. I mean, it's pretty much just going to be the same thing. I mean, I have a pair of pants sitting in the bank of my paladin when he hits 88 or something that are going to like 440, or maybe it's 87. I think 440 is what you start getting. Yeah, like 88. So it's only going to be like 1 or 2 levels.
No, I think 440 is actually 90.
Okay, yeah, I think maybe they are 88 or 87 pants. But anyway, that's 2 levels ahead. But depending on how many of these items you're able to get,
it's a very, very, very
even at that,
thing.
It doesn't even matter because you're questing. I could get a blue, and you have a purple, but I'm loaded as shit. I'll just throw sweet and chip. Well, not obviously not in chance, but at this point they're in chance. Throw it on there, and I'll be doing just as good as you, and I don't even have to worry about it. It's about what you put into it at this point. But in that situation, I mean, even it's not even a big deal because you're still just going to be questing.
A lot of people are worried. A lot of people are worried that you're going to be able to skip heroics because if you get a full set of epic gear, which, by the way, the guy that posted the comment said that he's on his second playthrough for the expansion and has only seen it once. So for those of you that are actually worried that somebody's going to get a full set of epics and be like, oh, look at me, I quested from 90 to 100 and made full of epics. I can now go raid. It's not going to happen. And even if you were getting 90 epics...
That's fine. That's all fine and dandy, but that's one person who's skipping heroics. Big freaking deal. Even
if you're 100th level and you turn in the quest and you get an epic item, I don't think it's going to be... It'll either be on par with heroic or it'll be below heroic. There's no way they're going to make it better than a heroic piece of gear. That would be like running Shadowpan Monastery and getting a heroic drop at the end that's extremely rare, and it's better than the Shadowpan Monastery heroic piece. I think I just said that wrong. Epic better than the heroic. It's not going to happen. There's just no way. Because, I mean, even like I said, he's got 88 or 87 epic piece that's 440. Heroic is 450. Yeah. What, 460? 468, something like that?
463.
463 for heroic?
467 once you upgrade it. So definitely, yeah, 450 is the max you can get, and that's the blues from
Maybe yeah, that's the blues. From
yeah, that's the
others.
blues from the very, very, very end quests, and then and that's only like one or two of them that you can get, and then obviously the dungeons like this Day of the Setting Sun and Temple of Mijai.
Yeah. I don't think that Blizzard's gonna totally go ape shit on Epics and just. I mean, my feelings towards it is, I've already proven that I'm epic. I've got a legendary cape that I'm gonna be replacing with a freaking green or a blue after like 2 or 3 quests. So I think I deserve a few epics. I'll know where I'm going. Alright. Android. Is that supposed to be and Apple iOS?
iOS, yeah.
Yeah. Released a mobile Guardian of the Galaxy story campaign or arena mode. Oh, wait.
No, it's just a game.
Yeah, they released mobile Guardians of the Galaxy. It has a story campaign or an arena mode. An
You
RPG.
follow like the champion's journey, or you can just do arena mode.
Which is going to be like what? Adventure mode on PC?
Yeah, and then there's another, I read this. So I'll just take this one. Maybe you have an next one. And it has it's looking up. It's looking pretty good. It has a lot of RPG elements that you would expect from a very satisfying game, such as obviously inventory slots for you to actually pick up items and be able to choose what you want, instead of just having a set base set of gear that you can, or maybe you can upgrade in the menu, like by with 40,000 diamonds or whatever, but you can't really choose what you want to wear. And also leveling system that is involved with it is very much I wouldn't say it's just like RPG, but it's like the elements of it, the way you level up, the skill system, everything like that is going to be like a lot of RPG games that we played. So it'll be pretty fun and satisfying.
PAX South's passes are now on sale for San Antonio. So if you're down that area, you should definitely check into it. I think maybe we should go. What do you think? We can go to Tanky for a little while?
Yeah, Tim.
Yeah.
Lords of the Fallen is the dark RPG game that's set to be released here on October 31st, which is very exciting for the type of game it is. The character models and everything are more reminiscent of like Darksiders or something, but the combat system is definitely, has been confirmed to have been inspired by the Dark Souls series, which, as you know, excites me a lot. I like Dark Souls. I don't like the butt rape bitch, but it's obviously the Witcher 2 executive producer is actually on board for this game, which I don't know if you guys have played The Witcher 2 Assassin's Kings, but it's a quality game. I suggest you the enhanced edition, so you can get all this going on. Otherwise, it's all properly censored and filtered and everything. Yeah, I bought it for $20 at the if you have a video up the road. It was quite a good buy. It's very satisfying game. It's got a certain amount of difficulty to it, but it's not like too bad. And everything.
After 23 years, which is 2 years younger than me, a new Super Mario World glitch has been found.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
It adds cloud and inventory.
to your inventory.
Oh. Wow.
Yes, a must-win item,
It adds cloud to your inventory.
which helps with speedruns. So it's officially, it has officially been, I guess, accepted as a legal or legitimate way to help yourself speedrun. And so now it's being used by speedrunners all over the world to set new records.
So wait, the record was like 5 or 8 minutes? I mean, they can do it in like 2.5?
I don't know, maybe.
Crazy.
It would be.
Beat a game in 2.5 minutes. Although the game is pretty old.
Yeah. Aha, Suehi Yoshida.
You probably
Yeah.
just butchered the shit out of that.
No, it's Suehi
Ow.
Yoshida. In an interview with Sony International or something like that, this gentleman, Suhei Yoshida, revealed that actually only 3 out of 4, or 3 in 3 to 4. I'm sorry, I'm speaking as well right now. 3 to 4 out of every 10 PS4 games actually makes money, and only 1 to 2 of those games is required to, in general, cover the costs of the other games. And so, right now, the name of the game is maintain that hit ratio, the success with, not too great success, even though it's not really making money. In addition, like over what they spent to make it, it's still enough to make it so that the 1 or 2 games that really do take off are able to cover the rest of the costs of those games. Which I thought was really crazy that only, that they could have such a small margin of success and still, that money.
So they only need like a 30% hit cap?
All they need is their abilities to hit, their yellow damage. Anyways, yeah, so that's pretty much all for the news. It's been a pretty dry week. Spent an hour trying to find all this information and didn't really find that much that was that great, so I tried.
So up next is going to be our top 5. Since we missed it Sunday, we decided to go ahead and add it in today. So those of you that are not normally a top 5 viewer, you guys get to see it today. It's not exactly exciting, but it's kind of cool. What we're covering today is our top 5 WoW editions. Okay, so there are we're pretty much, I said expansions, but he doesn't like saying expansions because vanilla is not an expansion. But we're going over our top 5, including vanilla, Wrath, BC, Panda, and Cataclysm. It's all 5, right?
Vanilla, BC, Wrath, Cataclysm,
Panda.
and
Pandaria.
or Pandora, according to Zenko.
Yeah, according to Zenthor Pandora.
So that's like that's how fastest for me, because Pandora and I gotta go through.
So, we'll go ahead and start with you, number 5.
Number 5, Shazam, Cataclysm.
I wonder why that is.
What?
Wonder why that is.
Why?
That's
You
just
like Cataclysm either?
Yeah, Cataclysm was my number 5.
Alright, Cataclysm was sweet as shit with, Deathwing and everything, but I, at that point, had taken about an 8-month break. Oh, I'm right in the face. That's the comedy for the episode. Anyways, I took about an 8-month break from World of Warcraft, and so I didn't really play much of Cataclysm. And when I did, I pretty much just played another person's character with their Enhancement Shaman. I just leveled it up doing PvP, just beat the crap out of people. Burst. And so I didn't really get to experience it that much, so I really was not, I can't really rate it that highly.
I did do a lot of Cataclysm. Well, not a lot. Okay. I played it at the beginning, and the whole beginning of Cataclysm was epic. I mean, technically Cataclysm had the highest sales in the beginning, higher than any of the other expansions. Okay? Really? Yes. So,
it's Deathwing. Deathwing is sweet as shit.
its beginning was freaking awesome. The destruction, the remaking, and all that stuff. But then, yeah, the whole Hole Barons that really had issues. I remember back when Cataclysm first started, and we got flying in Azeroth. I'm flying over the hole, and all of a sudden, my flying mount's going. I'm like, what the heck just happened? Because there was a glitch there.
What?
Yeah, there was a glitch for the longest time. If you flew over the hole, or the the crater, you would fall off your mount.
See, this is nothing I was aware of.
Cataclysm I also they took me underneath Orgrimmar trick too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they made it 3D instead of a cardboard cutout. You still got underneath Silvermoon because it's not 3D. You can't fly in Silvermoon. It's not 3D. It's just cardboard cutout pretty much.
It is?
Yep.
Really?
That's why you can't fly there. That's why you can't fly in the other zone. It's just what? Ghost lands?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Stupid.
So, why did I hate it? Well, I got really, really bored of it really fast. About, I'd say 6 months in or so, I took a year break. I just quit WoW for a year because it was boring.
But then
I heard about Deathwing's dungeon coming out, and I was like, oh, I gotta come back. I gotta fight Deathwing. Yeah, we don't fight Deathwing. We fight his hand, and then we fight his back. And then Thrall takes the victory. Yeah, no. Worst expansion ever. Ever.
you hate Cataclysm.
Yes. I was glad I quit for a year. It wasn't worth it. Number 4.
Number 4. Mist of Pandaria.
I rated that one a little higher.
I do enjoy Mist of Pandaria. I have been playing it for quite some time. Which I know people are like, oh yeah, pandas, that's stupid, where'd that come from? But, oh yeah, they're coming, making a spin-off of Kung Fu Panda. No. The Pandarians were,
They were actually in Warcraft 3.
mentioned, yeah, they were mentioned / brought up way before any of this Kung Fu Panda bullshit. They were definitely there way before.
10 years ago.
Let's just go ahead. 10 years ago.
10 years ago. There was a Brewmaster monk on Warcraft 3. He was a panda. You also find out, cover your ears, through Warcraft 3 that Thrall knew one of the Pandaren.
Tanzu.
Yeah, no, not Taranzu.
Really?
No. He knew Stormstout. Chen.
There we go.
He knew Chen Stormstout back when he was founding Orgrimmar. Oh yeah, Pandaria. Oh, it's such a fucking copy of Kung Fu Panda. Now,
No.
Blizzard has admitted that this was not supposed to be a full-fledged expansion. When they had their list of expansions at the very beginning, it wasn't supposed to be an expansion. It was supposed to be a patch.
We were supposed to have the Emerald Dream instead. Or was that instead of Cataclysm?
I don't remember which one was which. I don't
By the way, we were
remember.
supposed to have the Emerald Dream, which we never got, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, Pandora is cool. I do like the raids. I mean, it's fun. And I should have made this number 3, but I don't know. It's just I feel like there's more in the other ones. I mean,
It's kind of a silly expansion.
Yeah, it's kind of silly. It's not that
It's not as serious other than Garrosh.
Garage or Garage for X-Men. And but I love the gay people though. They're very nice. They're very friendly. There's nothing against anything like that. It's what I said. Except for friends that are gay.
My number 4 is going to get us some haters. It's vanilla. Why vanilla? Because I didn't play during it. So I don't know how it was. I heard all these rumors from my buddy Tanky, who's been playing since, I think, beta.
Yeah, I know he was, and then I know somebody else who played this thing.
Yeah, and they said that vanilla was really, really rough and really hard to get rating and things like that. So it didn't make it that high up on my list. If I'd played it, it might be up there. But at least it made it past Cataclysm. I'd much rather play vanilla over again than play Cataclysm. Or I should say, for the first time. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. But if I had been there in vanilla, like I said, it might have made it higher up. If I had been in a 40-man raid in Molten Core,
Having to face the corner and make it so you can't even see anybody, so you can actually heal. No joke, I talked to them like, yeah, I had to stay in the corner and look away from everybody to heal.
well, there were some people that were telling me that back in the day, they had like a group of people that would just stand out of combat
Yeah.
and just res people. That was their whole job. Was just stand there and res people.
Right?
Yes. And all warriors had to have at least last stand, so that if the tank went down, they could throw on their shield and tank.
Or we can just get a sword rogue. No, you know what you used to be able to do? This is really going off topic, but I don't know if anybody remembers Reckoning. A Reckoning was something where you blocked, you would, for your next two attacks, you hit like twice.
Oh yeah, I remember. It was like,
Except back in the day, that's not what Reckoning did. Reckoning stacked a lot. So they would just have a paladin go through and just gather a bunch of shit, and you sit there and get, a block or whatever, and they get up like, 250 or 300 stacks. And then they would go hit the boss, boom! They would kill it. They would one-shot the fucking boss.
oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. They were one shot more bosses or something like that.
Yeah. But anyways, that was a long time. That was back in the day. My number 3 is Vanilla. Oh, Fever, my level 8 Night Elf warrior. They always have a special spot in my heart. Like my heart's over here. But anyways, I don't know what it is about Vanilla. I played very seldomly during Vanilla, but
You were probably like 10.
oh god, let's
13.
see.
You were 15 when I met you, and that was during BC or RAF, one or the other.
Oh god, I played during Vanilla at the let's see, it's where I was, 10th or 11th anniversary?
Something like that.
The BC came out like 3 or 4 years after a while.
Something like that.
I think I was like 12 or whatever, but anyways, since I remember my dad talking about, I still remember what Wailing Caverns looks like in my mind versus what it looks like right now. He's like, oh yeah, I got this cool staff, my druid. I went to Wailing Caverns, there was crystals everywhere and everything. And I just pictured this little cave out there. And there was like these yellow and these red and blue crystals. And it was like illuminated, it was really beautiful. And that's always what I hear Wailing Caverns, what I think about. And, like the first dungeon I ever got described to me was from my dad. I used to watch him play and all that stuff. And it was pretty fun. I don't know, just you gotta respect the classics. You gotta respect the classics. I couldn't have been about him too.
Fair enough. My number 3 is Mists of Pandaria. Why Mists? Well, because it's a current expansion, I've been playing it a lot. Obviously, I've killed Garrosh, not on 10 man, because our guild just couldn't pull their shit together. But yeah, it's been fun. I created a panda. I don't like the fact that I can't join a guild until level 15. Can't have BOAs till level 15. Things like that. So I don't have very many pandas that I didn't race change.
I have one panda.
I have a couple, but they're all race changed.
Their starting area sucks ass, dude.
Actually, their starting area is very fun, but without your BOAs to make you overpowered, you can die a couple times.
I didn't like the starting area.
I liked it.
The only starting area that I hate more than that one.
Is the goblin?
Yes. I fucking hated the goblin.
The goblin one goes on forever and ever and ever, and you got BOAs, and you're just like, I'm like level 20. When is this going to end? I thought this was a starting area.
If you get your BOAs on right away, I think you got there at 14. If you don't, you got there at 12. Again. Are you done?
Yeah. Number 2.
Numero dos. So I have written down something else, so you know what? Okay, number 2 is going to be Burning Crusade. Is that your number 2?
Yeah.
Damn it. I was about to switch it to Wrath, too. I was about to. Burning Crusade. That is when I started playing WoW. Like when I started to play like a lot. I remember my dad made a little paladin named Banana Hammock. And I made my paladin named Fuzzy Man. Which is what I was forever known as, Fuzzy Man.
I still call you Fuzzy to this day every once in a while.
Yeah. But anyways, my dad got to the point where I would get up at 3 o'clock in the morning during the summer. Every day, get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I would play till like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and I had to switch my dad, and he would play.
I think you got up at 3 in the morning and during the school days too. So I remember several times when I was
Well,
on.
that's not when I was with my dad.
No, that wasn't Wrath. That's right.
Yeah. The reason why I had to switch my dad to play, and every once in a while he'd be like, "Oh, you just keep playing." So he'd be his turn. I'd just sit there the whole time and just watch him play, waiting for him to get up. And he'd get up, he'd do something for like 10 minutes. I'm like, "Hey, Dad, are you done?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, I'll get back on." He did get him like that. But anyways, why it was my favorite is because I started off with protection, which I actually had mobs respawn on me. I killed stuff so slow. And then about 63, I went rat, which was pretty fun. I did that with my buddy Veloci. Shout out to you, bro, Victor in Colorado. If you're watching, it's fuzzy game. Hit me up on Facebook or something. But then I went holy. I did PvP. I just out-healed everybody. It was great. Every battleground. Maybe 1 out of every 10 did I not take number 1. No one could really kill me. It was great. I love the Burning Crusade. I tried to do Karazhan, but I didn't think to put my dispel in my bar or anything. And so I was trying to dispel with an add-on. I didn't even have any add-ons. I was trying to click dispel on Maiden of Virtue or whatever. And we just kept dying. So that's the only boss I ever made it to. Was all Rep 30 Karazhan. Yeah, I like Burning Crusade. It's fun.
And number 2, there's also Burning Crusade. I started playing during Burning Crusade. My first character was a human paladin. I got to level 8, and then a buddy of mine at work, Marilyn,
No total god, brother.
was telling me, or no, it was not Marilyn. She played Alliance. Oh God, I can't think of his name.
I had a dream someone came in and they were like, "You'll play something like WoW." And then I was like, "You can play Horde or Alliance?" So Horde was like, "Go try WoW." I remember I just not. Like last night I had a dream about someone coming in the work and saying we played WoW.
But one of my buddies that worked with me when I was working at Walmart, he and a friend, my friend Marilyn, were the ones that talked me into it. He played Horde, so he's like, "Why don't you come to Thunderlord Horde?" I was like, "Okay, sure, whatever." And so I re-rolled as a Blood Elf Paladin, made it all the way to, I want to say 55 by the time Wrath came out, and that's the end of my BC, really. But it was fun. Like I said, I didn't get to play it as much because I wasn't as addicted to it as I am now.
You never hit 70? Damn, dude, you missed out.
My first 70 was my DK.
Dang, that's right, I forgot about that. Necro stuff?
Yep.
Anyways.
Number
1. El Wrath del Lich King. The Wrath of Lich King, okay. In Wrath, I was a Rat Paladin, and Baby was like, Judgment, boom! Yeah, Judgment was very overpowered back then, but anyways. I had a great guild, I loved my guild. I still talk to one of the dudes every now and again that was from the guild. Our guild leader was Lionel, he was from Oregon. We were a Thrill Kill cult on Korgath, if any of you know who we are. Every week we would go into Naxxramas, boom. We would full clear all the cults out, and every fucking week, stupid Betrayal of Humanity would drop. But no, the Hunter gets it first because he has agility on it, or this person wins it, or this person won it, or this person won it. And finally, after the 6th or 7th week, because it dropped every week, I finally won it. And then I was finally best in slot with everything. But it was just great because I had a great rating. I did whole battlegrounds and without dying because Paladins were overpowered and Judgment had a truck. And I just had a great time. I did arenas and I love PvP. I did lots of PvP. Did full clear rating. And it was just great. It was probably the most fun I could ever in my life.
Number 1 is obviously Wrath. Why? Well, before I played World of Warcraft, I played Warcraft 3. I played a crap ton of Warcraft 3. I played through the campaign 3 or 4 times. So I knew the story between Thrall. I knew the story of the World Tree, the story of Arthas, and Arthas was the main bad guy. I even picked a DK, and I was like, please, Blizzard, let me serve Arthas all the way to 80. I really did. I really wanted to serve Arthas. I still play a DK, and when Arthas comes out, I'll kneel to him, even though he's the biggest douchebag ever. I will slash kneel to him because he is like my favorite bad guy in all of Warcraft history.
Really?
Yes. So I love it when I'm leveling a character and I get to the Lich King or the Wrath expansion. I got to fly around and find Arthas in the different places that he's at, run the different dungeons. It's a lot of fun.
You're talking about the Pits of Sauron and stuff?
He's in Halls of Reflection.
Halls of Reflection, Pits of Sauron, and then...
he's not in Pit of Sauron, and he's not in the first one.
I'm saying those are 3 dungeons. So.
Yeah, but he's also in Northrend. When you're doing the... Ice Crown. So, when you're doing the first set of quests...
Do you fight Illidan?
Argent.
Or do you fight Illidan? Do you fight Illidan, or are you Illidan fighting Arthas? I'm pretty sure you played Arthas fighting Illidan.
When?
You've never done his quests?
Which quests?
Dude, you get to fucking play as Arthas fighting Illidan in Ice Crown.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check
You
that.
you raise up dead guys after you kill them and shit, and like you fucking strike them with your sword, you're sitting there fighting Illidan.
Yeah, see, Illidan's my second favorite.
Dude, how can you not have done these quests?
I don't know, I thought I had the Lore Master achievement at one point in time.
Dude, you had to have done it.
I had to have done it. I just don't remember it. It's been so long.
Yeah.
Wrath is also, like I said, when I met Chris, so that brought in a lot of long time friendship. I also met Tim or Tanky, and he was actually my previous boss. I met him and I knew him 5 years before he hired me on.
And now it's his current boss.
So yeah, actually World of Warcraft can help you find friends, believe it or not. You just have to not be a douchebag.
Nebo. DI.
Yeah, that too. Divine Intervention.
Dude, honestly, I miss having to carry around symbols of kings and shit. I like that. I feel that's a little nuance that's missing from the game anymore.
Well, they're bringing us back. They're going to put a Libram on Paladin.
I miss the Librams, the symbols of kings, symbols of divinity. I miss the fucking seeds for druids. Then the seed of rebirth, and then the other one, which was for something else, Mark of the Wild, maybe.
AoE one, yeah. The AoE one had one reagent, and then there was also a reagent for rebirth.
Mm-hmm. This also had the seed of resurrection, or seed of rebirth.
I don't remember what it was called. And then you also had to have a relic as a druid, and a totem as a shaman.
Yeah.
And arrows. Fucking arrows and bullets.
I remember one time I ran out of arrows in the middle of the battleground, and my dad's twin hunter. So I just went around smacking people and using Raptor Strike. And I still was number 1.
Because of pets.
No, not because of pets. Because I hate like a motherfucker.
Oh, man. Those were the days.
Yeah, dude, so like, I had all the best shit, except for, obviously, no, I did have Boost of Wings. There's one thing I was missing. No, I did end up buying Tiger Strike Mantle for my dad, even when he didn't play anymore. I ended up buying it for that character, and I just went, like, yeah. I had 25 agility in my weapon, and I'll be 19.
But I also liked Wrath because it was the first time I started raiding. Like I said, I didn't make it to 70 by the time Burning Crusade ended. So, Wrath I raided. I did Ice Crown, I did TOT. We used to have the gold runs back in TOT. Do you remember that? Where you would, like, run with a bunch of people? You don't remember? What it was random?
Yeah, was it when you were fighting Jinro the Breaker? Or maybe the Council of Elders?
What? Trial of the Crusader, TOC. TOC. Okay. The gold runs, though. You remember those? You get, like, a group of random people together, and you'd be like, okay, everybody can did gold instead of DKP
Oh yeah.
on an item,
Yeah.
and at the end of the game, or at the end of the day, the gold would be split evenly among the players.
Mm-hmm.
Those were always fun, because I'd always go, because I didn't need any gear. So I'm like, yeah, time to make some gold. So, yep. It was enjoyable. I guess it's the end of our top 5. The next thing we got on our list is the Nerdgasm of the week. This week's Nerdgasm is kind of a playoff of last week's. It's going to be, excuse me, what Diablo class would you be if you could be for the rest of your life?
You start with me?
Yeah, we're starting with you. We always start with you. Ladies always first.
Alright. I probably have to be a Dragon Rider. Because I love summoning my blue eyes and sending out Eldrago.
Really?
I'm kidding. I'd be probably a Crusader. Because I hate evil. And I have strong convictions about things. You know, a Crusader is unwavering in his vigilance. And I respect him. And I like to help. I like to help people. And I'll be helping rid the world of those less deserving. Either the undead or the Shade or the Crusader King. The Mad King of Tristram. But anyways, yeah, I feel like that would be cool, you know, because I feel like myself can relate to their ideals, I should say. And plus yours might have big freaking two-handed flail on one hand and the shield in the other hand.
They do all their attacks with their shields, though.
That's right.
The weapon's just for show.
That's right. Because then you know if they started using their flail, then shit's getting real. And game over. Yeah.
So you good? Mm-hmm. Alright. What class would I be? Well, I would be a wizard.
You used to bring some magic? Wizard.
Why a wizard? Because I could teleport. I could slow time around me. So I could do like Matrix bullet scenes. I could do all kinds of fun stuff. I'd be able to summon comets, make it have blizzards, control lightning, arcane balls, arcane explosions. Sounds like fun to me. Could do a kids show, you know, summon comets for them. Just make sure you don't hit them.
You kill King, you bastard.
So it would have to be the wizard. Just I think it'd be fun. I mean, you can teleport. What is it, like 40 yards? And then if you use the rune with it, you can teleport twice, which is 80 yards, which is 80 yards times 2.
8 times 2 is 24, 240 feet.
240 feet. I can go to work just by blinking. Beep, beep.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be done.
No, I'm sure I got something.
Yeah. So it would be fun. So that's it for me. Anything else we need to add on?
Fuck you. I'm not really, no.
Well, last week's episode, and I think that the last week's episode and the top 5 from last week didn't make it to YouTube, so we're going to have to fire our intern, Twiggy.
Twiggy, you bitch.
So,
Twiggy, you stupid bitch. Why are you not posting to YouTube?
So, don't be surprised if you see this week's episode, last week's episode, and our top 5 from the week last week. Yeah.
With additional cowbell.
Show up all at the same time on YouTube. It's not a glitch. It's just we got busy. So as always, you can hit us up on our Twitch channel, obviously, which is what we're streaming on right now. You can hit us up on our Twitter, which is, I think it's Ding F Fries or Done. You can hit us up on our Gmail, which is dingoffriesqa@gmail.com, or you can hit us up on our Facebook page, which is Ding Fries. Is it Ding Fries or Done? Yeah, Ding Fries are done. It's not a person, it's actually a. We got it set up as a what?
Okay.
It's set up as a page for like a business or for a famous person. So, yeah. Feel free to hit us up, give us some ideas. We're still looking for videos on, parodies, WoW parodies. I guess at this point in time you could say Diablo parodies, WoW parodies, just about any kind of gaming parody. Shoot it our way. We might give you a view. We might, we'll give you a view. Obviously, we'll look at it, but we might actually post it on here, and then of course, entail will go to YouTube. If you don't want it posted on here or on YouTube, then let us know in the email or in the message, and we'll just watch it and comment. If you don't let us know, it's possibly going to end up on here and possibly end up back on YouTube. That's all I've got.
As always, stay classy, that's right. Well, it's past midnight, I haven't continued flexing.
I know.